chosen ones. Why you may feel so tired all the time. If you've been feeling an unrelenting sense of fatigue, a constant heaviness that no amount of sleep, rest, or coffee seems to alleviate, this video is for you. We often live in a world that glorifies busyness and pushes us to perform relentlessly. But some people, the chosen ones, carry a weight that goes beyond normal exhaustion. It's not just physical tiredness or a lack of motivation. This is a deeper, subtler form of fatigue, one that seeps into your mental, emotional, and even spiritual layers. It's as if your energy is being stretched thin, not because you are lazy or unproductive, but because you are attuned to something greater, something the world rarely acknowledges. If you are here, you may have noticed that no matter how much you rest, your body feels heavy, your mind is clouded, and your heart sometimes feels drained. This is not a flaw. This is a sign that you are sensitive, aware, and carrying more than just your own burdens. Before we dive deeper, we invite you to watch this video all the way to the end. Because in this journey, there is more than an explanation of why you feel this way. There is a way to start reclaiming your energy and aligning with your purpose. And as part of this exploration, we encourage you to share something in the comments. Your warmest wishes and the number 66. This is more than a ritual. It is a way of sending your intentions into the universe, of activating a network of energy that can amplify your desires and open channels of possibility. When we focus our thoughts and intentions, even in small acts like writing a wish or repeating a number, we are participating in a cosmic exchange. The energy we release comes back to us in subtle and powerful ways. By expressing your wishes, you are not only acknowledging your own dreams, but also contributing to the collective flow of vitality and creation. This is a gentle, empowering practice that reminds you that even when you feel depleted, your inner world holds the seeds of renewal. Now, let's address why you may feel so tired all the time. Many chosen ones experience chronic fatigue because their nervous system is highly sensitive to the energies around them. Unlike most people who can move through the world and absorb stimuli without noticeable strain, highly sensitive individuals or chosen ones often act like human antennas, picking up not just the physical and emotional energy of their environment, but also the subtle vibrations of collective stress, anxiety, and unprocessed emotions from others. This constant absorption places an extraordinary demand on your energy reserves. You are constantly filtering, processing, and integrating, and over time, it can feel like an invisible weight that never lifts. Another factor is the alignment of your purpose with the broader flow of life. Many chosen ones are on a path that requires them to navigate experiences that others may overlook. You are often drawn to situations, people, or places that need healing, guidance, or support. This natural inclination to serve, to nurture, or to guide, while profoundly rewarding, comes with an energetic cost. Unlike ordinary work, this is not always tangible or recognized, and yet it drains you nonetheless. You may feel exhausted not because of the physical hours spent, but because of the depth of emotional and spiritual engagement that you carry every day. It is the invisible labor of the soul that can create immense fatigue when left unacknowledged or unsupported. Additionally, the mental patterns of chosen ones contribute to this exhaustion. You are likely to have a mind that is active, analytical, and reflective, constantly questioning, seeking, and exploring. While this is a gift that allows for insight and innovation, it also keeps your mental circuits running at full capacity. Even when you lie down to rest, your mind may continue to process, replay experiences, or project into the future. This unceasing mental activity depletes your reserves and prevents the kind of restorative rest that is necessary for maintaining energy balance. Overthinking, perfectionism, and an acute sense of responsibility can combine to create a perpetual cycle of tension that never truly allows you to relax. Physical factors also play a role. Many chosen ones experience fatigue due to imbalances in diet, movement, and sleep. But often these are symptoms rather than root causes. You may find that even with a nutritious diet, regular exercise, and proper sleep, your energy does not fully restore. This points to deeper energetic and spiritual influences at play. Your body may be holding layers of unprocessed emotional energy or subtle tension, which manifests as persistent tiredness. Practices such as grounding, energy clearing, gentle movement, and mindfulness can begin to release these layers. But it requires awareness and consistent attention to subtle cues from your body. The environmental and technological influences of modern life also amplify exhaustion in chosen ones. The constant influx of digital information, social media, and artificial stimulation can bombard the nervous system, creating overstimulation that your highly attuned body absorbs more intensely than most. Electromagnetic fields, blue light exposure, and the pervasive presence of notifications can interfere with your natural energy rhythms. What others dismiss as minor distractions may register in your system as draining, cumulative, and exhausting. Learning to establish energetic boundaries and filter these external influences is crucial to sustaining your vitality. Emotional resonance with others is another significant source of fatigue. You likely feel the highs and lows of people around you very intensely, often taking on their burdens as if they were your own. Empathy, while a beautiful and profound gift, comes at a cost when unchecked. It is as if your emotional sponge absorbs not just the experiences of loved ones, but also the collective weight of society, history, and unresolved human pain. Without conscious practices to release, process, and protect your emotional field, this constant absorption can create exhaustion that seems disproportionate to your actual circumstances. Sleep, while necessary, is often insufficient for chosen ones. Your energy system may require more than just physical rest. It requires alignment and replenishment at a deeper energetic level. This may manifest as restless sleep, vivid dreams, or difficulty fully switching off at night. Practices such as meditation, energy clearing, intentional breathing, and setting protective boundaries before sleep can help. But they require consistency and an understanding that fatigue is not merely about hours of rest. It is about restoring energetic integrity. Furthermore, many chosen ones experience a sense of existential or spiritual fatigue. This comes from carrying a heightened awareness of life's deeper realities, the fragility of human experience, and the vast, sometimes invisible, forces that shape existence. This kind of fatigue is less about physical exertion and more about navigating the weight of consciousness itself. It is a subtle pressure, a recognition that you perceive dimensions, patterns, and truths that others may overlook. This awareness, while enlightening, can also be a source of ongoing tiredness if not balanced with practices that nourish the soul, spirit, and body simultaneously. In addition to internal factors, life's cycles and collective events contribute to the weariness you may feel. Energetic shifts, planetary cycles, seasonal changes, and collective emotional waves ripple through the human collective, often impacting those who are more sensitive in profound ways. Chosen ones may find themselves disproportionately affected by societal upheavals, natural disasters, or even positive collective movements, absorbing the energetic shifts in ways that others barely notice. This adds another layer of cumulative fatigue that may seem mysterious, but is deeply connected to your heightened attunement to life's ebb and flow. It is important to recognize that this exhaustion is not a personal failing. It is a signal, a call from your own system to honor your energy, set boundaries, and reclaim balance. You are not broken, lazy, or incapable. You are a being whose sensitivity allows for connection, insight, and transformation on levels that most will never experience. Understanding the sources of your fatigue is the first step toward reclaiming your vitality. It is an acknowledgement that your system operates differently and requires different strategies for restoration and maintenance. Daily practices that address this fatigue often involve a combination of physical, emotional, mental, and energetic strategies. Physical movement that is gentle and restorative, such as yoga, tai chi, or nature walks, can help ground your energy. Mindful breathing and meditation can calm the overactive mind. Emotional processing techniques, journaling, and conscious release practices can help discharge absorbed emotional energy. Energetic practices, such as visualization, energy clearing, or connection with natural elements, can restore alignment and clarity. These practices, when combined with a supportive environment and intentional boundaries, create a foundation from which your energy can flourish. Nutrition and hydration play a supportive role as well. While food alone cannot solve deep energetic fatigue, a balanced approach that prioritizes whole, nutrient-rich foods, adequate water intake, and mindful consumption can support your system's ability to sustain higher levels of awareness and sensitivity. Avoiding stimulants, sugar spikes, or excessive processed foods helps reduce additional burdens on your already taxed system. Finally, connection with others who understand or resonate with your experiences is vital. Isolation can amplify fatigue, as it leaves you to carry the weight of your sensitivity alone. Sharing experiences, seeking guidance from mentors or communities, and creating supportive networks can help distribute the energetic load. Being seen, acknowledged, and supported is as much a part of restoring vitality as any physical or spiritual practice. Feeling tired all the time as a chosen one is not a curse. It is a signal, a guide, and an invitation. It invites you to explore your inner world, to honor your sensitivity, and to create practices that replenish your energy at every level. By understanding the unique ways your system interacts with the world, you can begin to shift from constant depletion to mindful restoration, from invisible burden to conscious empowerment, and from exhaustion to vibrant, aligned energy. Understanding the fatigue of the chosen ones requires looking beyond the ordinary frameworks of health and wellness. It is not simply a matter of calories, exercise, or sleep. It is a dynamic interplay between your physical, emotional, mental, and energetic systems. These layers interact constantly, often in ways that are invisible but deeply felt. One of the primary reasons you may feel perpetually tired is the sheer volume of energetic intake your system processes. Highly sensitive individuals, empaths, intuitives, and those attuned to higher vibrations operate as living conduits of energy. They absorb impressions, emotions, and experiences that many others are shielded from. While this capacity allows you to sense, understand, and navigate complex situations, it also creates a continuous energetic load. Imagine your nervous system as a sieve. It captures far more information than it can easily release, leaving residue in your mind and body that manifests as persistent fatigue. Another layer to consider is the internal conflict that often arises within chosen ones. You are likely balancing multiple priorities simultaneously: the demands of your personal life, the needs of those around you, and the pull of your own spiritual, intellectual, or creative pursuits. This balancing act requires constant energy allocation and recalibration, and the brain perceives this as ongoing stress. Even when external pressures are minimal, the internal pressure to align with your values, mission, and awareness can be exhausting. Many chosen ones carry a sense of responsibility for outcomes that are beyond their control, and this heightened sense of duty intensifies mental and emotional fatigue. It is as if your mind is always calculating, evaluating, and predicting the ripple effects of every choice, no matter how small. Chronic fatigue in chosen ones can also be traced to what some call energetic misalignment. Your body, mind, and spirit are designed to operate in harmony, yet external pressures, unresolved emotional patterns, and unprocessed life experiences can create friction between these systems. For instance, your physical body may crave rest, but your mind is racing with ideas, plans, or concerns. Your emotional system may be carrying grief, unresolved tension, or the collective weight of societal energy. And your spirit may be aware of a higher calling or a broader purpose that demands attention and energy. When these layers are not aligned, the result is a constant feeling of depletion. The solution lies not in pushing harder, but in creating practices and rituals that restore synchronicity across your systems. Environmental factors also play a critical role. Chosen ones often live with heightened awareness of the spaces they inhabit. Noise, light, temperature fluctuations, and the emotional energy of people nearby are all absorbed at a deeper level. Over time, even small environmental irritants accumulate, creating a persistent background stress that slowly drains vitality. This is why practices like energetic clearing, decluttering your physical space, and consciously choosing environments that feel nourishing can make a dramatic difference. It is not vanity or avoidance. It is an essential act of energetic preservation. Moreover, the patterns of modern society frequently clash with the natural rhythms of sensitive individuals. Society often values speed, multitasking, and productivity above all else, while your energy system may be designed for depth, reflection, and processing at a slower pace. Attempting to operate within a system that does not honor your natural rhythms is like trying to swim upstream in constant currents. The mismatch between external expectations and internal capacities amplifies fatigue, creating a sense of frustration, overwhelm, or invisibility. Learning to honor your own timing, to pace yourself according to your unique energy patterns, is not indulgent. It is necessary for survival and thriving. The emotional component of fatigue cannot be overstated. Chosen ones often experience emotions more deeply than others. Joy, grief, love, and sadness are felt with intensity, sometimes to the point of physical manifestation. Emotional processing, especially when layered with empathy, can be exhausting. You may absorb not only your own feelings, but also the unspoken, unprocessed emotions of those around you, sometimes even of entire groups or communities. This emotional, osmotic absorption creates an energetic debt that must be repaid through conscious release and restoration. Techniques like journaling, energy work, visualization, and mindful expression are not just therapeutic. They are essential maintenance for your energetic health. Sleep, though critical, often fails to provide adequate restoration for chosen ones. While you may spend the recommended hours in bed, your system continues to process the energetic intake from the day. Dreams may be unusually vivid, fragmented, or emotionally charged, reflecting ongoing processing at an unconscious level. Many chosen ones report waking with the sensation of having worked during sleep, as if their mind and energy systems never fully disconnect. This requires a new understanding of rest. Rest that addresses not only the physical body, but also the mind, emotions, and energy fields simultaneously. Practices such as grounding, breathwork, meditation, and even sound therapy can support deeper levels of restoration. Another often overlooked factor is the role of unprocessed trauma, both personal and ancestral. Trauma, whether experienced directly or inherited through familial or collective lines, resides in the body and energy field. Chosen ones, with their heightened sensitivity, often carry these imprints more acutely, resulting in chronic tension, subtle anxiety, or unexplained fatigue. Processing these layers is not a one-time event. It is a journey. Practices such as somatic healing, energy clearing, and gentle therapeutic work help release these imprints, gradually restoring natural vitality. The relationship between purpose and fatigue is also significant. Many chosen ones are drawn to lives of service, creation, or healing. Yet the alignment between personal energy and life mission is often imperfect. When your work, relationships, or environment fails to support your natural talents and inclinations, energy drains more rapidly. Conversely, when you begin to operate in alignment with your authentic purpose, even the same level of activity may feel lighter, more invigorating, and deeply fulfilling. This is why self-awareness, reflection, and conscious choice-making are crucial. Understanding where your energy is spent and whether it resonates with your core being is essential to reclaiming vitality. Energy protection and boundaries are often neglected, yet they are fundamental for chosen ones. Because your system naturally absorbs external energy, learning to set boundaries is not selfish, it is protective. This may include physical boundaries, such as limiting exposure to draining people or environments, as well as energetic boundaries, like visualizations or intentional shielding practices. Without these boundaries, your energy disperses unconsciously, leaving you vulnerable to chronic exhaustion. Practicing discernment in where you invest your energy and learning to say no without guilt becomes a radical act of self-preservation. Nutrition and hydration, while supportive, cannot replace energetic care. However, they are essential for sustaining higher levels of awareness and sensitivity. Chosen ones often respond differently to foods, stimulants, or additives, and dietary choices can significantly impact energy levels. Mindful eating, hydration, and tuning into the body's responses help prevent additional fatigue that arises from imbalance or overstimulation. This, combined with movement practices that honor the body without overtaxing it, creates a foundation that supports long-term energy maintenance. The mind-body connection is a critical aspect of fatigue in chosen ones. Mental overactivity, constant planning, and excessive worry not only exhaust the mind, but also create tension in the body, restricting the flow of energy and creating a sense of heaviness. Practices that integrate mind and body, such as yoga, meditation, breathwork, or even expressive movement, can help release tension, restore flow, and align energy centers. Learning to quiet the mind and inhabit the body fully, even briefly each day, builds resilience against cumulative fatigue. Spiritual awareness, while empowering, adds another layer of complexity. Chosen ones are often aware of energies, dimensions, and patterns that others do not perceive. This awareness can feel like a blessing, but it also carries responsibility, as well as exposure to forces and influences that may be subtle but impactful. Spiritual practices, rituals, energy work, connecting with nature, meditation, are not optional. They are necessary for maintaining clarity, balance, and energy alignment. Ignoring spiritual care, even unknowingly, can result in fatigue that is deep, persistent, and difficult to remediate through physical or mental interventions alone. Collective energy dynamics also influence your system profoundly. Chosen ones often sense the moods, fears, and intentions of larger groups, societies, or even global events. This attunement creates an additional layer of energetic intake, often unnoticed but very real. When collective stress, conflict, or fear peaks, your system responds, sometimes with exhaustion, tension, or somatic symptoms. Awareness of these dynamics, combined with protective practices and energy management techniques, allows you to navigate these influences without becoming overwhelmed. Lastly, fatigue may manifest as a signal for growth. While exhaustion is uncomfortable, it often reflects areas where boundaries need reinforcement, where rest is overdue, or where deeper alignment with purpose is required. Choosing to listen to these signals, rather than ignore them, is a transformative practice. Fatigue can become a teacher, guiding you to release what no longer serves you, to cultivate energy in ways that are nourishing, and to align fully with your potential. For chosen ones, understanding fatigue is not just about alleviating tiredness. It is about understanding yourself, your system, and your place in the world. It is about creating a life that honors your sensitivity, supports your energy, and allows your gifts to flourish without draining your vitality. Recognizing the multiple layers of influence, physical, mental, emotional, energetic, environmental, and spiritual, is the key to reclaiming energy, restoring balance, and moving through life with awareness and resilience. As we move deeper into understanding why chosen ones may feel perpetually tired, it becomes clear that the management of subtle energies is as critical as the management of physical and emotional health. The fatigue experienced is not always the result of obvious causes. Often, it is the accumulation of countless imperceptible influences over time. Many chosen ones are not only processing their own experiences, but also acting as conduits for the energy of others, consciously or unconsciously. This energetic processing is cumulative. Each interaction, each moment of empathy or understanding, adds a layer to the system that requires integration. Over time, without intentional release or restoration practices, the weight of these layers can feel insurmountable, leaving the body and mind drained even after periods of rest. Daily life for a chosen one can feel like navigating a field of invisible currents. Each person, object, or environment carries a vibration, and your heightened sensitivity makes you acutely aware of these subtle fluctuations. While others might move through life without noticing the energetic residue around them, you may absorb and carry it. Overexposure to dense or negative energies, whether from people, media, or chaotic environments, acts like a slow drain on your vitality. Recognizing this is not about creating fear, but rather about understanding the patterns that deplete your energy so that you can consciously protect and replenish it. Simple yet intentional practices, such as periodic energy clearing, grounding, or visualization, are crucial to maintain equilibrium. Another significant contributor to fatigue is the habitual overextension of oneself. Chosen ones often feel an intrinsic pull to support others, to solve problems, or to heal situations beyond their immediate control. While this tendency reflects compassion and a deep sense of purpose, it comes at a cost when boundaries are not clearly defined. Constantly giving energy without conscious replenishment creates imbalance, often manifesting as chronic exhaustion, irritability, or a sense of heaviness that is difficult to shift. Learning the art of discernment, deciding when and how to invest your energy, is essential. It is not a rejection of your gifts or empathy. Rather, it is a sophisticated form of self-care that ensures your contributions are sustainable over the long term. Sleep cycles and circadian rhythms are often disrupted in chosen ones. Even if a full night's sleep is achieved, deep restorative phases may be interrupted by the processing of energetic input absorbed during waking hours. This can lead to waking with residual fatigue, mental fog, or a sense of incomplete rest. Adapting sleep rituals to your unique rhythm is key. Practices such as pre-sleep grounding exercises, limiting overstimulation before bedtime, and creating a supportive sleep environment can significantly improve restoration. Additionally, napping strategically during the day, especially when signs of fatigue first appear, can prevent the accumulation of exhaustion that otherwise leads to longer-term depletion. In addition, sleep serves as an energetic reset as much as a physical one. Gentle pre-sleep rituals like stretching, deep breathing, or quiet reflection can help release tension and align your body's natural rhythms, supporting deeper rest and renewed energy for the day ahead.